Junk removal business owners, what's up? It's Blake from Top Dog Digital Solutions. Today's video is going to start a series of challenges that I'm going to present to you guys in the next few videos here over the course of the fall and into the winter. Because what I want to put together for you guys is some actionable steps and things that you can take, aka challenges, to help build your junk removal business and get it to the next level. And of course, I picked the fall and the winter because I knew that you would be more likely to have the time to do these sort of challenges than in the spring and summer. For most of you, it's slowing down. It's not going to be as busy, so there's no better time to take a couple more actionable steps when it comes to your business. And the first challenge that I'm going to present to you guys for October, and we'll do it as well in November, is going to be revolved around getting Google reviews. Because this one step is an action that you should be taking in your business to put yourself in a position to grow organically. And some of you, quite frankly, have not put nearly enough effort into making sure that this is a priority. So this challenge will be to get Google reviews either once per day, or if you're doing 4 to 5 jobs per day, twice per day. So every time that you have a job on a day, I want you to at least get 1 review. If you have 2 jobs, get 1 out of the 2. If you have 4 to 5, I want you to push to at least get 2 reviews on that day. Whether it's you, if you're the person who is facing the customers, or whether it's your team members and getting them on board. If you're watching and you do not have a Google business profile, then your challenge is to create one. If you're watching and your profile is suspended, then your challenge is to get that back, or if needed, create a new one. I would work to get that one back personally, especially if it already has reviews, but everybody has a different scenario. I can't speak for everybody in this video. When it comes to getting the reviews, as I mentioned, again, the challenge is to get at least 1 review every single day. Later in the video, I'm going to talk about why that's important. For right now, let's talk about how to get those reviews. You'll want to do 2 things, 2 simple things. Number 1, you will want to get your review link. You can pull that from your Google business profile. If you need help in doing so, leave it in the comments. I'll take care of you guys, and I may actually put it in the description of this video just for the sake of helping someone who may, kind of assuming that someone may need it. That's step number 1. We need to be able to send a customer a link, right? So that's the first step. Step number 2 is now building a process to send that link to the customer in person. So a lot of you may already have a process, but you're not getting the reviews in person, either through yourself or through your team members. So moving forward for this challenge, I want you to see how different it is to actually ask in person and see how many more reviews you're going to get. So in order to do so, either get that link from your Google business profile, or if you're using a platform such as House Call Pro, Jobber, or Workies, I want you to trigger and send that request while you're on site with the customer, if able. And the way that you're going to present this is very simple. You're going to say, hey, Mr. or Mrs. Customer, we appreciate doing business with you today. We would love it if you would take 10 seconds to leave us a Google review, because this helps other people find us easier, and this helps our business grow and get in front of more people. Would you be willing to take the 10 seconds to leave us a review if you were happy with our service today? They say yes. You say, all right, great. I'm going to go ahead and send that over to you now, because I just want to make sure that you get it via text message. Now you're not being pushy. You've triggered a way to send it to them on site in person and verify that they received it. And this does a couple of different things. 1, a lot of people are going to tell you they'll leave a review, but if they get that review request while they're eating dinner, or while they're watching a movie, or while they're doing something else, there's a very, very good chance that they are not going to leave the review at that moment, which now you run the risk of them forgetting and never leaving you a review at all. So if you're able to get a verbal yes and then send the review request over to them in person, they have now acknowledged that they will leave a review, and now they know that you know they have received it. And since in their brain you have pitched it as, oh, well, this is going to take 10 seconds, which is the truth, they will now, most of them, do that review right then and there with you in person, which is helpful because we know now that they're leaving the review. And also, if you have an older customer who might have some struggles in leaving the review, now you're actually able to hands-on help them through it, because some people may not even have a Google profile. Without that, they can't leave you a review. All right? So that's why it's very important to do it in person. You will see a significant difference in the amount of reviews you get versus doing it in person and not doing it in person and sending it. I promise you, we went over this with a ton of different clients. Trust me on this one. Now, you want to focus on getting the link or utilizing house call or Jobber or WorkEase, and then having you or your team, whoever's in front of the customer, send it to them on site in person. Okay? And the challenge is to build a routine between either yourself or your team members to do this consistently. And if you do, you will reap the rewards and the benefits over time. I promise you. Trust me on this. And you can do it at no cost. This is a free resource. It just takes a little bit of your time and to build a habit. And I want you to focus on this, because if you can build this habit, you will see the amount of reviews that you have on your profile change drastically over the course of the next few months from the fall and winter season and into the spring. And doing this is important because now, as you continue to get those reviews and you do this, you get a review once or twice per day, you will now have, by the spring, an extra 30, 50, 100, who knows how many reviews on your profile that you do not have today, which will help increase visibility on Google organically and will help you start to bring in more calls organically through your Google business profile. Some of my clients currently get anywhere from 4, 5, 6 calls a day, some maybe even more. Realistically, if you're not getting a lot of calls on your Google business profile right now, you are not going to jump from 1 call a day to 6 in the next 90 days. That's probably pretty rare. But for most of you, you will jump from not getting any calls to getting calls now. You will jump from maybe you're getting 1 call a day to perhaps 2 calls a day, maybe even 3, depending on your competition and your area. But there's no reason for you not to do this, because again, this is free. This is just all about taking the time to do so, which is very minimal, and building a habit in doing it. And that's why I wanted to present this challenge first of all challenges. You do this, you will reap the benefits. As I mentioned, at a minimum, you will have the reviews, you will have the social proof, and you will start to get more calls on your Google business profile, which you guys are watching this channel, hopefully, to get more calls and to get more jobs. That's my job, to help you guys get there. That's why I'm presenting this challenge to you. Now, as a bonus, some of you watching this are probably missing a lot of Google reviews. And there is a process to where you can request to have a manual review by Google to find and recover those missing or lost reviews. If you have not done that already, I will have in the description a doc that we've put together that you guys can use to recover those lost or missing reviews. If you haven't done this and you have anywhere from 30 reviews or more, I would suggest doing this. Most of you are probably missing anywhere from a handful of reviews. Some as many as 50, 80, 100 reviews were missing when they did this. I'll have it in the description. It's my bonus to you guys. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. But I felt as if this should be the very first challenge amongst a series of challenges to help you guys get more traction in your junk removal business, get more calls, and do it with a free resource. So I hope this helps you guys. Once again, let's aim for 1 review a day, if possible, or at least 1 review every day that we do a job. And for those of you doing more, typically doing anywhere from 3 to 5 jobs or 5 to 10, I want you to push for closer to 2 reviews or 3 reviews every single day. And if you do that, you will see a significant difference for most of you in your junk removal business when it comes to organic calls coming from your Google business profile. Appreciate you guys for watching. Let me know if you have any questions. And I hope you guys take this challenge very seriously to help grow your junk removal business and continue to move it forward.